Welcome to Fearless and Power Tube. Have you ever felt like just giving up? You know, you're working on a project, you're at work, or you're working out, or you're just doing something that's taking forever and you're bored out of your mind and you're not getting the results that you want. You just feel so exhausted and you just want to give up. I've been there and I know exactly what you're going through. So I'm going to help you know exactly what it is you need to do so that you can keep going. So when you start realizing that you feel like giving up, get in touch with those feelings and understand what it is. Is it boredom? You're just bored out of your mind? Or is it about not reaching those results that you're looking for? What is it? Are you just banging your head against the wall? So let's get in touch with those feelings. And once you've done that, now what we need to do is we need to get up and walk away because you have to gather your thoughts. Now understand something. A lot of what we do day in and day out is emotional. It's knee-jerk. It's just triggered by just doing. So we're not engaging our mind in any of that. We need to stop being reactive. So let's engage our mind. And this is one of the things that's so difficult for a lot of people. And you think about us as humans, we have our conscious and our subconscious. It is so difficult for us to really engage that subconscious level. So what does that mean? It means that we have to sit back and use our mindset. That's where everything starts. So you're just doing the work. You're doing everything right. And you're not getting those results and you're just going crazy. You're not understanding what it is that is causing your lack of success. Well, it's all backwards. What you need to do is you need to work with your mindset. Everything starts there. So you've pulled back now, you understand that you're being reactive. So what we want to do is we want to remember why we're doing the task to begin with. Maybe you're in school and you're getting really burned out on all the studies. You're just tired of all of the studying and taking the tests and everything. Maybe you've started your own business and you're putting in a lot of hours combined with your family. Maybe you're going a little bit nuts and you're just kind of getting burned out. We've all been there. I remember when I was working 3 jobs. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you remember the story I told you about when I was homeless. Well, it wasn't easy to get off the street. I literally had to work 3 jobs sometimes. And then I still had to just pay my bills in the rears. Sometimes I had to pay the electricity bill but not pay the gas bill. And sometimes I was always a month behind in my rent. And I was taking a calculator, that was back when we didn't have phones, and I had to add up every little thing that I bought when I put it in the shopping cart. It was tough times, and let me tell you, I felt like giving up. My feet were aching. I was a cocktail waitress at night. And then in the morning, I was an aerobic instructor. And then I was a prep cook at a restaurant. And then I was a hostess at night. I mean, the cycle was just horrendous and I was exhausted. And believe me, I felt like giving up. There was a time when I was competing. I remember this half marathon that I was doing. It was probably around the 8th mile. It was a cold day. I was layered from head to toe, and it was raining to boot. It was in Nebraska at the time. And I was running. I was doing great. I was actually in the lead. But guess what happened? It was a muddy road. It was a muddy path that I was running on, and my foot went into a hole. I couldn't tell it was a hole because I was running in water and mud. It was kind of fun. But anyway, that moment, when my foot went in that hole, there was a whole lot of pain that went right up my leg. And my mind was just saying, give up. And I sat there, well, I was walking it out actually, trying to talk to myself and say, why am I doing this? It's raining. I could be at home in bed. And I had to tell myself, there I was, walking it out. And remember, I'm in the lead, so I had some time to work this out, but I had to engage my mind. This is what you need to do. I had to tell myself why I was doing this. I had to remember the whole meaning of it, the purpose. Why was I running this race? There was so much to it. If you're like me, you want to push yourself, but more than that, you want to be the best at whatever it is that you're doing, right? Maybe it's not the best at everything that you're doing, but in this one thing. Maybe it is school. Maybe it is your business. Maybe it's a relationship. You've got to put everything you've got into this. And sometimes you just got to work the long hours. You got to push yourself. Sometimes we know that with our passions and our drive, we want to be pulled to our dreams, right? Because we know that that's what makes us successful. It's not being pushed to it that's going to do it. If you think of a person who wants to lose weight and they're going to the gym and they have the personal trainer that has like this whip or something at them and trying to get them to go faster or work harder, and the person is just really feeling like they want to give up. That's no way to get something done. That's no way to get to your dreams. You want to be pulled to your dreams, but sometimes you get tired on the journey to your dreams. So, when you're getting that tired and you feel like giving up, or maybe you're not getting those results, whatever it is for you, you've got to pull back, stop being reactive, and ask yourself why you're doing it. Remember why you're on this journey, because you've got to succeed. You've got to get to the end, and then you'll feel fulfilled. You'll have a sense of fulfillment that you actually finish something. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe you just want to say you did it, right? Maybe that's all there is to it. Maybe there's a lot more at stake than just finishing something. But that's up to you to talk to yourself and find out what your why is. When you feel like giving up, you're bored or you're tired, you're exhausted, you've got to start talking to yourself. It all starts here.